What do you think of that spawn, guys? It is Afraid Not, and we're back, and it's Friday night, my favourite night of the week, obviously. Friday, finished work, weekends here, brilliant, love it. But yeah, we're back here with another episode of our perfect Call of Duty, and in this series I'm talking about really just what I would take from previous Call of Duties and put them into my own Call of Duty. So in the last episode we covered the guns. I know it was slightly confusing for some people, but I hope it wasn't too confusing, if that makes sense. I hope I got the point across of exactly what guns I would like to take from previous Call of Duties and put them into my own Call of Duty. And already in this episode I've said Call of Duty way too many times, so let's bash on. We've got the maps now. I'm going to kind of keep it with the same rhythm, and I'm going to go through Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2 onwards, and I'm going to pick only 3 maps from each game on what I would put in my perfect Call of Duty. There you go, said it again. Right, so we start with COD 4. Now, my favourite map from COD 4 was Crash. And what I'd also take, just for a bit of fun, is Shipment and Backlogged. There was a couple of others that did spring to mind, i.e. Vacant. I really enjoyed, is it Bog? That one where you got the hill in the middle. I really enjoyed that one. I know it was a bit of a sniper's paradise, but that was also sort of shortlisted in my in my top 3 or top 5, let's say. But I've taken the 3 best maps that I think will go really well in a Call of Duty game, which I would create. Next, we'll talk about the maps from World at War. Now, I didn't really play World at War too much, but the ones that I kind of rememberable, if you'd say, is definitely Dome, Castle and Airfield. Airfield purely because I think, if my memory serves me right, I think that was a zombies map. I think it was Kino de Toten, I think. Is it Kino? I think so, or not. I don't know. It was the first zombie map that they brought out on World at War. I'm sure that was the airfield, or the inside bit of airfield. So I sort of remember that map really well. I enjoyed playing it on multiplayer. So yeah, that's in my top 3, along with Dome. Not Modern Warfare 3 Dome, but the Dome. It's a really small, really small map. It was. If you guys haven't played it. And Castle was okay. I just like the start. I just like the look of it, to be fair. Next, we move on to Modern Warfare 2. Now this was really easy for me. Now I enjoyed all but 2 maps, which was Derail and Underpass. I hated their maps in Modern Warfare 2. I didn't mind them at the start, but when you get really playing with them, I just ended up absolutely dreading playing them maps. When when the loading screen comes up, I'm just like, oh no, not again. But the 3 maps I'm going to go for. Right, number 1, Scrapyard. My favourite map I think ever made in Call of Duty, and that is God's honest truth. I think Scrapyard is the best map. Not best map technically, but the best map and the most fun map for me to play, and it's also in the new DLC. Favela was my number 2, and Subbase was number 3. Subbase is a little bit of a late entry, if you say, because I didn't like it really when I played it in its heyday, but after the game, and when I started playing other games, sorry, I really enjoyed Subbase, loved the flow to it. So yep, Subbase would definitely be in my perfect Call of Duty. I might surprise you guys with my Black Ops 2 3 picks. Now I'm going to go with Summit and Firing Range, obviously. A lot of people probably think I'll pick Nuketown, but because Nuketown was such a fail in Black Ops 2, I wouldn't want to redo it again. I'd just like to keep that as a Black Ops map, just leave it there, and I just don't really want to see it redone again. Although I really did enjoy it in Black Ops, I don't think I would put it again into another game. So what else I'm going to say is WMD. WMD was just the perfect size map, the perfect layout. I loved it. So yeah, my top 3 would be Summit, Firing Range and WMD. Now moving on to Modern Warfare 3, a little bit harder to pick really, but obviously my favourite map from Modern Warfare 3 was Mission. Second was Hard Hat, and the third one was really difficult, but I actually went for Lockdown. Lockdown, I think purely because I think I've got most of my Moabs on Lockdown. I just figured out the spawns, I knew how to do it, but other maps on that game were just terrible. I have to be honest, I didn't really like any of the maps in Modern Warfare 3, sorry, and the Mission and Hard Hat are the only real ones that I really enjoyed. Dome I didn't like at all, hence why I don't like Strike Zone either. So, but yeah, so yeah, moving on to the next one, Black Ops 2, Standoff. Definitely best map on that game, hands down. Slums I enjoyed if you was in a party, and Raid I kind of done okay with it, I suppose, but again it's a game that I just didn't enjoy any of the maps out of, to be perfectly honest. Like across the whole scheme of things, yeah, Standoff was definitely one I'd always enjoyed playing. Slums was good only if I was in a party really, because when you're not in a party it's so frustrating, you know, you just hold the middle and just, yeah. And Raid obviously is kind of a fan favourite I think for everyone. And last and probably literally least, really. Call of Duty Ghost, right, and my favourite map on Call of Duty Ghost at this point in time is actually Tremor. Really like it, like the size of it, everything about Tremor, to be honest, or apart from the earthquake. I don't like the earthquake in it, but and my second favourite map will probably be Warhawk. Again, it just reminds me of Standoff, and Standoff was the best map on Black Ops 2, so that kind of reminds me a lot about it, so I like that map just, naturally. And my third favourite map would have been Freight, so I'd take all of them into my perfect Call of Duty. Although Prison Break, this map we've actually played on this video, again, it's probably a full favourite. At the moment, I absolutely hated it at the beginning. I just couldn't find anyone or just couldn't see anyone properly, but as soon as you get used to it and know that this hill is absolutely king, you start to do well on it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. 24 and 2, not my best gameplay I've uploaded, but yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed. Take care, guys.